A tourist from the Seattle area was gunned down in New Orleans overnight Friday, and what sources say was likely an attempted armed robbery.
David Jones spoke with neighbors who witnessed the immediate aftermath of the shooting.
And it's really heartbreaking.
32-year-old Jacob Carter was on vacation in New Orleans with his husband Daniel, visiting from Tacoma, Washington. The beloved businessman owned a bagel shop in Tacoma, Howdy Bagel. Carter's described on Howdy Bagel's Instagram as, quote, one of the brightest spots in the lives of everyone he loved.
There's a lot of foot traffic here, a lot of tourists coming from Bourbon to Frenchman Street to the R Bar.
This neighbor did not want to be identified, but described what he saw and heard that night.
I heard voices and screaming outside, but being Bourbon Street at 1:30 in the morning, that's not unusual. But it kept up, and something sounded different this time.
According to New Orleans police, around 1:30 Friday morning, officers responded to the intersection of Bourbon and Curlerec streets in the Marigny.
Went out on the porch and looked down the block and saw someone administering CPR to a man laying on the ground.
He says he called 911. They were already aware. Police arrived within minutes. They found Carter shot, and EMS pronounced him dead on scene. There are several surveillance cameras in the area. Neighbors say they've turned over footage to police.
I could imagine that being my husband laying on the ground trying to give CPR to him, and that just freaks me out. I could not imagine anything more horrible for that poor guy. The screams that I heard, I will never get out of my head.
Neighbors and sources tell Fox 8 the shooting was likely an attempted armed robbery. This neighbor says he believes the two husbands became the victims in a crime of opportunity.
I am just so deeply sorry, and I've been praying for him all day long.
Police have not yet made any arrests. David Jones, Fox 8, Local First.
And if you have any information that could help police, you're asked to call detectives, and you can remain anonymous. Also call Crime Stoppers at 504-822-1111.